All right, hook 'em horns. All right, we're going to talk about this upcoming game against West Virginia. I'm going to give you real, some real stats that's going to let us know what kind of a chance we have against West Virginia. Coming off of the game against OSU, defensively, I'm not sure if we're going to have what it takes to stand up against West Virginia. We're going to see much of the same thing with them that we saw in the game against OSU. A quarterback that's able to be mobile, a quarterback that's able to scramble, a very solid quarterback, a great arm, the ability to throw the ball, really good stats, just outstanding stats. So let me go to my paperwork, some notes that I've taken. We're going to look at some numbers and we're going to compare the two teams. Texas coming in at 6-2, West Virginia coming in at 6-1. We're going to be playing at DKR, so that's one good thing, the fact that the Longhorns are playing at home. The Horns are a 1.5 point favorite, which is nothing, basically. So very, very evenly matched. And on paper, you're gonna see some numbers here. You're gonna hear some numbers, and you can see it if you go online. But you're gonna hear some numbers that will prove that these two teams are very similar in a lot of ways. West Virginia, I believe, just as powerful, if not a little bit more, through the air than what we are. Their quarterback is lighting it up. So we're going to have to play defense in this game. That's just the bottom line. And I don't know if our defense is going to be strong enough to stand up, to stand up against West Virginia. Let's look at some different things. Texas, some players that are questionable for this game. We got Brecken Hager, shoulder injury against OSU. Don't know. He's questionable in this game. Malcolm Roach is questionable with a foot injury. Kyle Porter, personal issues. He's been out for 4 games now, so there's something going on in his personal life that's enabling him from playing the game. So Deshaun Jameson, questionable foot injury there as well. Let's look at the quarterback for Texas, Mr. Sam Ehlinger. He's got 1,817 yards passing, 13 touchdowns with a 63.5% rating. Only 2 interceptions, so that's a key there. The guy has been so smart with the football, and we're going to need him to continue that in this game. And I see it, like I say, much like the OSU game. I see us having to come from behind. I really do. I see us having to play touchdown for touchdown in this game. I just don't know if our defensive secondary is going to be able to withstand the onslaught, and on the ground as well. We weren't stopping anything last week. We're going to have to step it up and stop the run this week to have any kind of an opportunity. Talking about West Virginia now, players that are questionable for them. Derek Pitts with a knee injury. Joe Brown questionable with a neck injury. Dylan Tonkery as well questionable with a neck injury. Quarterback for West Virginia, Will Grier, 2,272 yards passing, 75 touchdowns with a rating of 70.3. So this guy can get the job done through the air. There is no doubt about that. So we're going to have to contain this guy. We're going to have to play defense. We're going to have to be smart on when we blitz and how we blitz. We bring too many guys on the blitz, we're going to leave the middle of the field open. And that's, I don't know, I just, we're going to have to be very, very smart. Mr. Orlando, defensive coordinator, is going to have to really dial up some good plays against this offense. West Virginia beat down Baylor. Let's talk about Baylor, their game with Baylor. We played them as well. So West Virginia beat down Baylor 58-14, scoring a touchdown. Now listen to this. Scoring a touchdown on every third play against them. They had a 41-0 lead at halftime. Okay? 4 turnovers against Baylor. Okay? They have now outgained 6 of their opponents this season. So that's just, they can run the ball, they can pass the ball, they can really do it all. I see us really, really struggling, the Longhorns, against this team. Offensively, I think we can move the ball. The question is the defense. If we're going to be able to get some stops. We're not going to stop them the whole game. That's not going to happen. But we need some stops, no doubt about it. And some turnovers would be very, very nice and help turn the momentum. So we didn't have any turnovers. AC is cold. Any turnovers against OSU. So we're going to have to try and do that against this West Virginia team to have any kind of a chance whatsoever. Texas gave up a touchdown early against OSU and have kept up this very bad trend and cannot do so against West Virginia. You allow West Virginia to get out early, you're looking at the same scenario that we had against OSU. We need to get a stop on their first possession, and I think that's going to set the tone for the defense. So, let's see here. Up until this loss, we had 6 straight wins, the Longhorns did, including the game against Oklahoma. Points per game, all right? Let's take a look at some stats. Points per game, West Virginia averaging 39.9 to Texas's 31.3. So that's a little bit of a spread there. Points allowed. West Virginia, 19.6. Texas, 24.9. So we're giving up more points. We're allowing more points per game than the opposing team this weekend. Yards passing, West Virginia, per game, 331.3. Texas, 255.4. Rushing, West Virginia, 132.9. Texas, 154. So these numbers pretty similar here. We're allowing a little bit more on the ground. We're allowing more through the air. Pass yards allowed per game, West Virginia, 216. Texas, 245. Fairly close there. Rush yards allowed, West Virginia, 132.9. Texas, 133.3. So even there on the ground, rushing yards allowed. So some similarities defensively as far as stopping the run. Texas giving up 260 yards in the first quarter against OSU. OSU had like 29 snaps in the first quarter, I believe it was, which is just insane. Allowing them to move quickly and efficiently, and we cannot do that against West Virginia. We just cannot do it. We can't allow our defense to stay on the field near as long as they did against OSU. We're going to have to ball up and play some defense. Brecken Hager probably going to be out for this game, the captain of the defense. We're going to have to just man up, and some guys are going to have to really stick it out in the secondary and stop some people down the field. That's going to be key. This quarterback likes to throw the ball, and they like to move the ball through the air, and they have the ability to run the ball as well. So very solid attack West Virginia has. Similar to what we do, but a little bit more effective through the air, I do believe. Their quarterback, Greer, does have 7 INTs to Sam Ehlinger's 2 on the year. So I think it's time that he throws another one. We need to get some turnovers in this game. I strongly believe that we can do that, but we're gonna have to step it up and play some defense. If we do not, the Longhorns win this game. I see it being extremely deflating for the team. This OSU loss was extremely deflating. And, like Coach Herman said at his press conference today, Tom Herman said the best way to silence your critics is to keep your mouths shut and go out and play well. And that's no doubt about it, because numbers are numbers, records are records, but the bottom line, like I said in my last video, it's a group of guys against a group of guys, and whoever wants it most is going to take it. Same thing with this upcoming game against West Virginia. We're going to have to just want it simply more than they do. We have our home field advantage. We have our crowd that's going to keep us pumped up, that's going to make some noise for us when we need that. So that's good. We were in hostile territory this last game. Against OSU, we were in very hostile territory. They were pumped and amped. Their homecoming game, so we got to come out firing. Offensively, just stay consistent like we've been doing. Defensively, defense is where it's at for this game. And going forward with this season, the defense has to toughen up. Simple and plain. Offensively, I think we're solid enough to compete against West Virginia, but defensively, that's where it's going to be. We cannot continue the trend of letting teams march right down the field on their opening possession and score touchdowns. It just cannot continue to happen. Texas, I believe, has allowed 6 of the 8 teams that they have faced to score on their opening possession. We cannot continue this trend. It needs to end, and it needs to end now. So, my prediction on this, I am a Longhorns fan, but I don't see our defense being able to hold up. I just don't in this game. I'm going to give you an honest prediction for this game. I'm going to say 41-27, West Virginia. So that is my prediction. I apologize. Don't want to tick anybody off, Longhorns fans. I'm a Longhorn for life, but I got that feeling. I got that feeling like our defense is just struggling too much right now. And we're hurting too much on defense. We're not showing enough speed. We're not showing enough pursuit. We're not getting enough turnovers. Just not getting it done on defense. So that is my prediction. We'll see what happens. I hope our boys can pull it off. Breaking Hager, get better. Sam E, stay well. Offensive line, we need you to protect. Defense, seniors, go out and do your job. Don't be over amped. Just come out amped, ready to play. Save that energy for the field. All right? So, if you're going to be in DKR this weekend, make some noise. Let's go out. Let's get it done. Hook 'em horns. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked this video, comment below. Hit that bell. Subscribe. Hit the bell so you'll be notified of my future videos. Pre-game, post-game. Trying to do this every week. Appreciate everybody that subscribed, everybody that tunes in and watches my videos. Any comment, I will get back to you. Greatly appreciate you guys watching. You guys have a good week. Let's have a good game. Hook 'em.